It was 2009, our last game, I think, from memory. Or 8.
You're part of the win. Do you remember the win there?
Yeah, 2005. I remember we actually went into the game with a really strong game plan that we stuck to, and no surprises that we came away with a victory. So, yeah, it's a long time ago. And as Ross says, and as the playing group says, history counts for nothing this week. It is a similar ground size to Subi, and obviously the crowd's going to be roaring, but it doesn't matter by the time the ball's bounced. We're looking forward to ripping in and having a great game of footy.
Being sent down there, has it galvanised the playing group even further?
It's not something we've spoken about. It really isn't. The players are really excited about playing a final. It's the second year in a row that we're in a final against the Cats, and we're just excited about playing it. We could be in the middle of Australia and the guys would be up and about and ready to go. So the fact that all this external noise has been about where it's being played hasn't bothered the group one bit. We're just ready to rip in.
So you think it's fair that you're playing at Geelong?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we knew that given the fact that there was Victorian teams in the top 8 and there's going to be big drawing, we understand, we're realistic. So it is what it is. We're just ready to play. Let's get it on.
Matthew, we all remember your game against Geelong in the final last year, and I'm sure the fans are hoping you can do the same. What are your expectations?
Again, the history counts for nothing. Yeah, clearly it'd be nice to hit the scoreboard again and for us to play a similar game, but both teams are going to be different. We think the Cats are playing a little bit differently to 12 months ago. They've had a really strong season, a better season than last year, and it isn't going to count for anything come Saturday afternoon, what happened 12 months ago. So we're just excited about getting out there, as I've said, and playing a final.
Last year it seemed like you had the element of surprise in that final. I don't think 99% of people would expect you guys to come out like that. Did you lose that tiny bit this time around?
Well, maybe externally, but I'm pretty sure the Cats would have been ready for us. They played us early in the year and they knew that we knocked them off, so they knew what would have been coming. So maybe externally for the crowd and the media and everyone else, there was an element of surprise. But I know both these teams, so I know we respect Geelong really highly, and I think they respect us as well, what we've been able to do in recent times. So I don't see that being an issue.
Could there be a bit of spite though, like Chris Scott has indicated, that over time there's been this bit of history?
I don't subscribe to that theory. I mean, yes, Ballas is under scarlet skin, but he's no Lone Ranger there. There's plenty of guys out there that Ballas gets under the skin of. So, I don't subscribe to that theory.
Matthew, what's the belief like in the group at the moment? There just seems to be a huge confidence in Ross and in the game plan that you guys have.
Yeah, sure. I think the last 6 weeks in particular, we really started getting back to the way we play and our brand of football and that attitude and intensity that we bring. And if we are able to meet that standard on Saturday afternoon, we're going to be a hard side to beat, albeit that we understand the enormity of the task. Geelong down there at Simmons is going to be hard, but we have a strong belief in the way our coaches prepare us, and we have a really strong belief in if we play our brand of footy, we can really beat anyone.
You were one of the ones that played on the weekend. For the guys that did play, is it hard at all to put that out at the back of the mind, or is it just had that?
Oh, well, we don't put it out. I mean, we still review the game, and it's negligent on our behalf to just put it away straight away, because there's some learnings from that game for individuals and us collectively. So we'll review that, but it makes it a little bit more easy given the fact there's a final this weekend to focus on, and really all the focus is, it goes straight back, as Ross said, about into your action and about how you prepare, and the players are very good at that.
How fresh are you feeling at the moment?
Not bad for a 31-year-old. Yeah, not too. And I've obviously missed a fair bit of footy this year, but I think people do generally externally think that when you're not playing, you're resting, but you're still training and working really hard. So I'm just excited about getting out there on Saturday and looking forward to a final series.
Is the incentive of a home preliminary final, does that come to mind at all? Something that the club has never had before, could happen after this week?
I think a lot of consequences come to mind when it gets to finals time, whether it's winning or losing, and that's no good. Focusing on consequences and outcomes and results only gets you clouded in your thinking, and all that we have to think about is our preparation and the way we play, the action on Saturday afternoon. So what we actually need to do is get rid of the consequences and the specifics of that, whether it's a home prelim or a game here next weekend. Get those out of our mind and focus on what actually counts, and that's preparing for a red hot Cats and preparing for a really tough game on Saturday afternoon.
Do you get any advice, Pav, on how to play Simmons Stadium from anyone who's played there, or do you talk to anyone about the thinness, where the wind is, that sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. We'll as Ross says, we'll play our brand of footy. We believe that stacks up anywhere, so we'll just focus on that.
Do you want Luke McFarlane to play?
Yeah, of course. He's an All-Australian defender. I play on him in training and know how challenging it is. So if he does front up on Saturday afternoon against Pods Adley or Hawkins, it'll be a tough ask for them. So we have great faith in our sports scientists and our conditioners to make sure that we're ready to go if we have been out for a long period of time. And I think we've had some recent examples of those guys coming back in with lengthy periods out and hitting the ground running.
Have you spoken to Clancy Pierce? I'm sure he's devastated.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's very disappointed, but like a good team player does, they get in behind the group and make sure that they're focusing on the things that matter and not sort of the ancillary issues with an injury like Clancy's. But clearly he's disappointed. Had a very good year, just injured at the wrong time. But that's unfortunately the industry we operate in.
He's been unlucky, hasn't he? Because he fought back. He was probably chopped before the coach was changing and blah blah blah. But he's fought his way back, and then just on the cusp.
Yeah, I mean, you could call that unlucky, but what we've seen from Clancy is his true character. He's dug in and he's really forged his own career, and he's got a contract, and it's great to see that he's been able to have the year that he has on the back of some adversity. But I think his true character will shine again, and that'll be that he'll work really hard to rehab the Achilles, and he'll be ready to go come the summer.
How close are you to what your class is peak fitness? And the second part of that question is about the touch as well. How hard is it to regain the touch?
Look, I guess after, was it 4 games in a row, and then 2 prior to that with a 3-week block of training as well. I'd like to think I'm pretty close, but you never absolutely know until you actually get to that point. Touch, I think, has been reasonable, but all that matters now is, as Ross keeps saying, is getting into action and making sure that we prepare in the right way. So I'd like to think I'm close, but it's really hard to judge.